The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, waiting. Drop deep. Check 43.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's a big play there for the Lions. 41 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford now to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
To throw again on second down. Stafford is complete to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Lady, Libra. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To Johnson again. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down and 4. Locke under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jarrad Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They look to throw. It's Locke. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Let's go, dude.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Get the ball. Mike's 40. Mike's 40.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Five.
Clock now on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Orbit. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey! Hey, Haywood!
51, Mike! Mike 51!
Go!
Now Locke. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Let's go.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Matthews the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Zoom!
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Go!
Banjo, 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 banjo.
Go!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Go!
Mike 40, Mike.
Hey, Charlie!
You got nothing.
5!
Lock now on 3rd and goal. On the move to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And McManus able to put it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Blue 60. White.
To throw again. Stafford. Jones has it. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Slam.
Double right. Big 20.
Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
64, weak.
On second down, Johnson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check. Lucky. Here we go.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller was sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This will be taken at the 10. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be first and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Look at me, zipper.
On first down, Lindsey. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, high 7. Hurry.
51's the mic.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On first down, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Go!
Now Lott throwing on 2nd down. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he is all the way up past the 25. He was looking for Matthews that time. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
First down, Detroit.
Hey, set! 180! Hey, 70! Hey! Here we go! 32! Turn up! Kill! Turn up! Let's go, 8.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey, check 24. Hey, 24. Check 26, check 26.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissic. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Set, waiting. Mike 34. I got him. Alert. Bravo. Mike 34.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Double right. Hey, exit.
Throwing again. Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
and you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
McManus's point after is good, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Middle. Like 7. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
He's checking. Crash. Monday. 52. All day.
You draw quarters.
52. Watch the run.
Leroy.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Johnson running right, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Middle. I got. Hey, switch gears. Hey. Check. Whip.
59.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rock to throw on 2nd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Here we go, here we go. Get it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Protein spill. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Switch, switch, switch. Watch twist, watch twist. Kill, kill, kill. Give me radar.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like he'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Jump, jump. Middle, middle, middle. Hey, orbit.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Caught by Jones. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. He's got daylight. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bronco score. Philip Lindsay, 82 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the 1st half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Watch it. 32. Hey, 54. Hey, Haywood. 52, Mike, 52. Hey, alert. Let's go. Kill.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
Adam Gotsis on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think you got it, sir. He's coming. We got that.
They will run it. It's McKissick. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Alert 3. Alert.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go.
Smith.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Oh, hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Not here.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. He'll take it at the 42. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
No, check that.
On first down, it's Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I'm going back. 21. Back to you. Check safety, check safety. Hey, dude. That's all right. Big 20. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Hey, 5-0. Sit on.
To throw again, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, Charlie. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 34's the night. 34's the night. Hey, 22. I smell fear in that office.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Another run by Lindsey. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Look at me. Go, go. Check.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
And he's going to go down again. Devon Kennard. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape. Zebra. Switch it. Switch it. Come here. Switch it. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Topper.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
We got 25 to Mike. Too little, okay? And 25 to Mike. Yep. 25 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, high 7.
And 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Watch the screen. Lee Griffin.
Lock to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got it take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come. They my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Big numbers, big numbers.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big. That's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team count, that's a big number.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.